हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस। आप लोगों का स्वागत है अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस में। गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। So today we are going to cover lesson number 3 in the Acts for UPSC History / Freedom Struggle session, and today we are going to cover the Charter Act of 1833. तो आज की क्लास में ना हम चार्टर एक्ट कवर करेंगे 1833 का। ठीक है, so these are the important legislations that took place in British India that we need to cover from the for the upcoming preliminary examinations point of view. Okay, so Charter Act of 1833, it is a very important act. सेंट हिलेना's एक्ट भी इसको कहा जाता है। तो देखते हैं कि इस एक्ट में आखिर ऐसे क्या प्रोविजंस आए थे, क्या चेंजेस आए थे जिन्होंने इंडिया की हिस्ट्री को पूरा ट्रांसफॉर्म करके रख दिया। So let us have a look at the act. Now before having a look at the act, you need to know that the PDF of these lectures are uploaded on our Telegram channel, Simplifying UPSC with Ease. You can also find the link of the channel in the description box below the video. And also you can take notes simultaneously with the class itself. Class के साथ साथ आप notes ले सकते हो. Now before we move ahead with this particular act, here's a small announcement from my side for all of you. If you are preparing for 2022 or 23 examination, अगर 2022 या 2023 की तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो मेरी तरफ से आपके लिए एक छोटा सा announcement है. Unacademy is launching new batches for 2022 and 23 aspirants, and these batches are starting from 24th of March, that is tomorrow. कल से ना ये बैच स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं अनअकैडमी पर। तो these batches will be in all the languages, English also, Hindi also, bilingual language also. According to your language preference, you can join these batches. Holistic coverage of prelims and mains will be done through these batches. Test series, analysis, everything will be there. Doubt resolving classes will also take place. PDF will also be provided to you. Recorded lectures will also be provided. Live lectures will also be there. And we have also launched NCERT batches. Again, they are starting from tomorrow itself, 24th of March. So NCERT batches will also be in bilingual Hindi and English language. Complete class 6 to 12th NCERTs will be covered. ओके तो ये बैचेस के लिंक्स मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में वीडियो के नीचे दिए हैं। आई हैव गिवन यू द लिंक ऑफ दीज बैचेस आल्सो below the video, so you can click on the link and subscribe today. And also you can use code arpita10 to get 10% discount on your plus subscription. तो अगर आप सब्सक्राइब करने का सोच रहे हो तो आप arpita10 कोड यूज कर सकते हो सब्सक्रिप्शन पर 10% डिस्काउंट पाने के लिए। ठीक है, do not forget to subscribe to these batches. They are starting from tomorrow. Do get hold of your seat in these classes. Okay, chalo, let's start with the class then. So when we talk about the Charter Act, one thing you have to remember is it is known as St. Helena Act of 1833. Charter Act जो है आपका 1833 का, उसको हम बोलते हैं सेंट हिलेना एक्ट भी बोलते हैं, और we can also call it as the Government of India Act of 1833. This is also another name given to this particular act. It was passed in the British Parliament and it renewed the East India Company's charter for another 20 years. Charter means the right to ट्रेड ओवर हियर। इंडिया में जो राइट टू ट्रेड था ना इनका, वो अब 20 साल और बढ़ा दिया गया इस एक्ट के द्वारा। ठीक है, सो इट वाज रिन्यूड फॉर नेक्स्ट 20 इयर्स। सो दिस इज नोन एज सेंट हेलेना एक्ट 1833। नाउ द कंपनीज कमर्शियल एक्टिविटीज वर क्लोज डाउन। दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोविजंस। कंपनी की जो कमर्शियल एक्टिविटीज थी वो तो खत्म हो गई थी। इन द प्रीवियस एक्ट्स एंड लेजिस्लेशंस वी स्टडीड दैट द गवर्नमेंट वाज लुकिंग इंटरफेयरिंग इनटू द एक्टिविटीज। राइट, गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही थी, इंटरफेयर कर रही थी इन द एक्टिविटीज of East India Company, and it was made now into an administrative body for British Indian possessions. Now East India Company was merely to look after the British Indian possessions on behalf of the British government. Right, अब एक तरीके से कंपनी सिर्फ एक ट्रेडिंग बॉडी नहीं रही थी। अब कंपनी जो थी ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी, वो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट की रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हो गई थी, जो ब्रिटिश इंडियन पोसेशंस की देखभाल कर रही थी गवर्नमेंट के लिए। Companies' trade links with China were also closed down, and this act permitted English to settle freely in India. Wherever they want to settle in India, they could settle. China के साथ जो ट्रेड लिंक थे कंपनी के वो बंद कर दिए गए। ठीक है, और इंग्लिश को अब यहाँ पर you can basically say that now the government was ready to rule in India. Right, this act also legalized British colonization of the country. I told you that the crown was now full-fledgedly ready to rule India. So this act legalized the British colonization of the country, and the company still possessed the Indian territories, but it was held in trust for His Majesty, that is the Queen और King के लिए अब कंपनी यहाँ पर काम करेगी, अपने लिए नहीं, right? They will work here only for the Queen and the King, not for themselves. That was the provision of this act. So this act redesignated the Governor General of Bengal as Governor General of India. This is very important. Bengal का Governor General अब भारत का Governor General बन चुका था, and Lord William Bentinck became the first Governor General of India. This is another important fact for prelims that you have to remember. हमारे भारत के पहले Governor General कौन थे 1833 के एंड में? वो थे Lord William Bentinck. ठीक है, इस एक्ट के लास्ट Governor General भी Lord William Bentinck थे, and it deprived the governors of Bombay and Madras of their legislative powers. तो बॉम्बे और मद्रास अब अब उनकी legislative powers उनसे छीन ली गई. पहली बार गवर्नर जनरल जो थे वो गवर्नमेंट in the government was known as Government of India, right? गवर्नर जनरल की जो गवर्नमेंट थी अब उसको गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया कहा जाने लगा. Earlier it was said that it is Governor General's government. Now it was said that it is Indian government, and his council was known as Indian Council. And the Governor General and his executive council were given exclusive legislative powers for whole of British India. Now some few states will not have the legislative powers. Whole of India's Governor General and executive council, that is the Indian Council, it will have exclusive legislative powers for whole of British India. And this act ended the activities of British East India Company as a commercial body. Now it became an administrative body. अब तो purely East India Company जो थी वो administrative body बन चुकी थी, and the company lost its monopoly on trade with China also, right? So it attempted to introduce a system of open competitions for selection of civil servants. However, it was not accepted by the court of directors. Later on it was accepted in 1853, but in 1833 this proposition or proposal was not accepted, and the control of island of Saint Helena was transferred from East India Company to the Crown. Okay. So basically this act was repealed in 1915. Government of India Act 1915 के द्वारा इस act को repeal किया गया. Now here one of the important change was seen in the Indian Law Commission. This act mandated that any law made in India was to be put before British Parliament and was to be called an act. कोई भी law जो इंडिया में बनाया जाएगा उसको पहले ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट के समक्ष प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा, उसके बाद ही उसको एक्ट घोषित किया जाएगा. And as per the act, an Indian Law Commission was also established. So they can ask you this question in prelims: by which act or through which act the Indian Law Commission was established? It was Charter Act of 1833. And the first Law Commission Lord was Lord Macaulay as its chairman. This is again important for prelims. पहले Law Commission के पहले Lord कौन थे, chairman कौन थे? Lord Macaulay थे. It sought to codify all the Indian law, and there was a split in Bengal presidency also. The act provided for the presidency of Bengal to be divided into Agra and Fort William, but ऐसा हुआ नहीं. Basically the act provided, but this act in actuality, in reality, it did not happen. Okay, and this was the first act that gave permission for Indians to have a share in country's administration. Again it was not accepted, not approved, right? Later on it was approved, but in this act court of directors were against it. The act provided for mitigation of slavery existing in India at that time, and British Parliament abolished slavery in Britain and all its possessions in 1833, right? So basically this is an ironical statement over here, because these were the Britishers only who were converting Africans and Indians into their slaves. Okay. And it also sought to regulate the establishment of Christian institutions in India. Okay, तो basically इंडिया में कहा गया कि 3 पादरी हो सकते हैं, यानी कि 3 bishops हो सकते हैं. ठीक है. So this was the Charter Act of 1833 that we discussed today. I hope ये short series में आपको पूरी तरीके से act समझ आ रहे हैं. That is why I'm keeping the series very short, in order to explain each and every pointer when it comes to your prelims examination and legislations which were passed during the freedom struggle. So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and also provided you the links of these courses, the batches which are starting from tomorrow on Unacademy Plus. You can subscribe today, and also click on the links given below in the description box to take your subscription. Thank you.